Hello there, my name's Tracy Elsom and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in Canada. Welcome to my Paper Craft with Me YouTube channel. Today on my blog I have this project. It's a card with a coordinating envelope, and you can see we've got this nice little panel in the front here with the flowers, and on the inside we have the flower again, just to make everything nice and coordinated. And I love being able to do envelopes as well, so that it looks nice even before they've actually opened it. But what I wanted to do in a very quick video this morning was to show you the green and the sweet sugar plum, the slightly lilac-y colour there, that I used for the flowers and the leaves, and show you how I achieved that effect. It's a really simple one, but one that a lot of people seem a bit nervous to try. So I'm going to start, let's bring a little piece of foam, with some card here. I have my acrylic block, and I have this stamp set. It's the Lovely Wishes stamp set from Stampin' Up, and I'm going to use this image. The stamp set does come with some solid pieces that you could just ink up and stamp directly over the top to fit in and make it easy to stamp, but I actually wanted to do something that was a little more hand coloured. So just mount the stamp onto there. I have some basic black archival ink, and I'm going to stamp it twice. I want to show you the difference. So there we are. So there are two images in black. Okay, so now I have some of the these are the 2016-2018 Stampin' Up Stampin' Right in colour markers. They're actually retiring this year, so they'll officially be retired on the 9th of April, and from that time on it will be while stocks last. So if you want them, you really need to get in there and get them ordered. But I'm going to use this one, which is called Sweet Sugar Plum, and I'm going to use this one, which is called Emerald Envy. Now, Stampin' Right markers are great. You have a narrow line here, you have a thick line there. The narrow one gives you the fine tip, the thick line gives you the brush tip, and they're great. So I could just take my marker and I could colour my leaves. Like that. And I could do the same with my Sweet Sugar Plum. Again, use the brush tip and colour that in. And that's lovely. It's very vibrant. That's not necessarily the look that I was going for. So what I do, and this is something that took me a while to actually be brave enough to do, because when I first got blender pens, I was a bit nervous of them because I used to make an awful mess and ruin my projects, and I stopped using them for a long time. So I have an acrylic block. I've just taken the brush tip of my marker and I have just scribbled it onto the acrylic block. Here's the brush tip of the Sweet Sugar Plum, and I'm going to do the same. And all I'm doing is leaving some ink there. I could have taken my ink pad, squeezed the lid, opened it up, and there would be ink on the inside, but this is a great option. So now with the blender pen, it comes with two tips. They're both clear, and you can clean them off just by wiping them on your paper there. And I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that ink from that block, and now when I colour, it's a much softer version of that same colour. Now with blender pens there is a solution. I can't tell you exactly what's in it, but there is a solution inside the pen, and it kind of loosens the ink. But also if you go over and over and over a particular area of the card, it will start to wear away the surface of the card. So this is where I had a problem when I was first using the blender pens. I would colour as if I was using a coloured pencil or a crayon, and then I would find myself with a a completely destroyed surface of my project, and then hated it and ended up throwing it away because it really wasn't worth using. So now, as you can see, I'm just picking up a little bit of ink, and I can just very gently, I'm just about touching the surface of the card there. And you can see I used exactly the same marker, but look at the difference there. And to clean the pen, you just wipe the nib on some paper and it's clean. I can use it again. Now, do the same with the Sweet Sugar Plum. I'll pick up some of this ink that I have left on that block. And again, just add a little bit to this. And as with all my colouring, I'm going in the direction of the image rather than going across the flower. In case you end up with any little lines, it's a much nicer way of doing it. And then between adding areas of extra colour, I'm just letting it dry a little bit. If that blender pen solution is still wet on there, when you go over it again, that's when you'll start to destroy the surface of the card. But by giving it just a second to dry, you can then go back, add a little bit more colour, and just finish off the project. So, and then before I put it away, just keep wiping off the nib until it runs clear. And then once it's clear, you know it's done. Blender pens come in packs of 3, so you actually get 6 nibs per pack. I've had these for about 4 years, and as I say, when I first started using them, I tried and I was just so disappointed. I put them aside for probably a couple of years, and I've started using them again, and I'm so glad that I went back. I didn't give up, and I went back in and I had another go, because to be honest, I love the fact that I can use markers, which compared to ink pads, I could have, it's much cheaper to get one of every colour marker than you can do this colouring. You've always got at least something in a particular colour that you want. I also have all the ink pads, but that's another story. But if you're looking for something that's a little bit more economical to start with, certainly I would recommend getting the markers, and you can use this technique with picking up the ink either with a blender pen, or you can also do that with an aqua painter as well. So there you go. There's my blender pen. There's my finished project. And I hope it's given you the courage to give these a try. They're very economical to buy, and they really are worth playing with. If you'd like any more information, please go to my website, and that's tracyelsom.stampinup.net. You'll find all the details about how I went about making this entire project, and you'll also find links to all the Stampin' Up products that I used for this particular card and envelope. Thanks very much for watching again. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.